Someone getting hit. Huh. What then? You went to look out your window and you saw... That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was Ringmaster and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the Ringmaster over the head. You already said... What? Hold a minute. You say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head. Yeah, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. Who would you say the victim was struck with, then? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? No. You did say you saw the entire thing, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Wasn't that a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes, I do, because that's literally what we just talked about. I don't know why you guys completely forgot about it already, but I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the Ringmaster over the head. It must be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a crown clock... What the hell was that? Wait. God damn it, stop talking so fast. These are funny comments. In 1972... Oh my god, is this a crack clown unit? That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh my god. That's pretty funny. A crack clown unit was sent to prison by a clown court for a crime they didn't commit. Those clowns were promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. That's amazing. That's amazing right there. That's probably one of my favorite quotes I've seen so far. That was really funny. God damn this game. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the same thing to actors? No. I'm just on for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find them. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happens the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the Ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the Ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the Ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on a permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls. Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime, however you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The Ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well. Please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. Ooh. Shit's getting real. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. Hey, Pop. No, you don't sneak too good. Sorry about that random interruption. That was pretty funny. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. I see. Suspicious claim. Why? There's no doubt in it, especially since I saw him in his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. It says so. Wait a minute. wasn't the black cloak. It was a white cloak, wasn't it? Right? I should have made a note of that. Because they say it like a million times, but it's been a while since I've actually had a stream, so that better not be the problem. The cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I really couldn't see what it was carrying. Hold it. That's the bullshit right there. I don't think it's the same cloak color. It does seem as if the defendant were at the scene of the crime. And also, you didn't mention the roses either. You took your time realizing that, didn't you? Whatever, that should be enough, right? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Here we go. The silhouette. A bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. Right. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. What were those uppity symbols? Trillo said the same thing. But if it were just symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of his face I saw, it must have been Max. You sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Silcat, the black cloak, they were all there. What about the roses? What about the fact that it wasn't black? You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw. Exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. It says silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him there. Hold up. I need to check something in the court record. Yeah, that's not a black cloak. That's a purple cloak. It's a black hat, red cloak, or something like that, and the red cloak. What can I use to... I could give this a try, honestly. I'd give the fact that his symbol is not... Alright, let's go for it. Got it. You see, you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. It's either going to bring in the roses or the fact that his cloak isn't black. I suppose so. Silcat the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols. Yay, everyone get ready, all together now. Silcat, cloak, white, roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that the 3 were not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mel? Do you like pie? I love pie! And he says pie has silence, fool. You are to respond the whole truth, no fractions. Can't fraction, liar. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw. Oh, the crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off the defendant and assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth, it always seems to peek out at me. Then run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece get-up? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard this as pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should still be doubt lingering in your mind. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Bring it on, bitch. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance. I'm not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against the witness. If you were going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. Well, I got a single shot at this. Gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Is really, I only get one chance? Ah, shit. What's the point of even getting all that health? Alright, what do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got? Well, first off, what he was saying there about the hat was a little weird. But it was found at the crime scene, which means he couldn't have been wearing it the entire time. Right? The wooden box wouldn't have anything about it. For trauma on the back of the head. The pepper is not important. The bottle wouldn't be important. None of this shit would be important. Like, if you look, the hat has the feather on it. The hat has, like, the very special feather. It's a one-in-a-kind, one of its own, whatever hat. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. The cloak and the hat, alright? Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Okay. What do you think, Nick? There's no way I'm gonna lose after coming this far. There's gotta be an answer, and it's probably in the court record. Yep. No doubt in my mind, there were no white roses. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the crime scene. But this was found at the crime scene. YOLO! This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true! His hat did a backflip. Holy shit. Order, 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this? Oh my god, you're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's not just right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Well, why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just don't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go in and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you bother me, and that's how old you can always be younger than you. Enough of this childish outburst, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. It was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma. Protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this, but there were no footprints leaving from the scene. You thought I wouldn't remember that, did you guys? Ha ha! Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest of things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Yes, I do, Your Honor. It's called the crime photo. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. Oh, wait, you know what? I just had an idea. There was a second floor, wasn't there? There's a second floor to this place. Therefore, since there's no footprints, what if someone dropped something from above onto his head, and that's how they clonked him? And that would make sense why his footprints trail there and nothing else. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just... It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. My. Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Curtsy. Your Honor, if I had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear about the truth about what you say you saw. Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Let me get it. Let me know. He flew away from the scene. Obviously, that's what he's gonna say. Now it's time for our next segment. Mo Knows. Different music? Everything I said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there was no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why would you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? His eyes are playing tricks. What if he's telling the truth? If he's telling the truth, I think everyone would laugh and badger me. How could you, like... No, there's no way you could have, like, climbed up something, as far as I know. I don't know. I really don't know. I would say his eyes are playing tricks. That's probably the best guess I got. I can't say he's telling the truth because everyone's gonna laugh at me. I could say this is all a dream. No, I'm gonna say his eyes are playing wait. What if it all is a dream? I'm saying his eyes are playing tricks. It's obvious the witness's eyes, and the witness's eyes are playing tricks on him. Don't be such a fool. Who in the world do you think I would mistake that jerk for? Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, he looks really serious right now. More serious than he looked all day. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputable fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is now in recess. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know I didn't mean to ask. I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret of your magic. No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule. I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you had to break a magician's creed to keep the magic trick secret. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. Apart from losing some health, but then I reset that, so it's all good. So when we come back next time for more Phoenix Wright and rocking it out, we're going to go exploring and figure out how he flew, so to speak. Once again, I'm assuming someone either dropped something from above or there was some way for whoever did it to climb up a pole. I don't know. Maybe that ventriloquist puppet has like a hook chain in it and he could like go chink. I don't know. Some fucking Legend of Zelda shit. I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out next time, hopefully. Have a good one, guys. Where's the button? There you are. Later. Oh, hey, we're in the office. How long has it been since we've been here? Jeez.